power.
Freedom sets you free.
Would you look at that? The boys are back. Excited to be here for season 5. Johnny! How's it going there, lad?
I'm doing wonderfully, mon cœur. How are you?
I'm doing good there, son. Coy! How's the hair transplant? You got a nice little curve. Like my pubes. Very good there, son.
Must be the female. Oh, yes, right. Oh, mon cœur! It's uncanny!
Bloody Kimiko over here. Alright, guys, we're gonna watch season 5. Let's go.
In a world of chaos, some things never change. That good will always win.
Uh-oh.
Ryan! And that heroes will answer the call to protect.
Oh.
A virus that kills soups.
Somebody's been running tests.
God, the farm.
The 7 is getting even stronger. Put your hands together for Firecracker.
I am not attracted to you.
It's about loyalty.
When Homelander chucks all the Starlighters into internment camps, you're cool with that?
No deals.
America will be safe again. To the Starlighters,
I'm coming for you.
because today, a new age of superheroes begins.
Woo.
You gotta be kidding me. This whole time.
Speed running 4 years.
Kudos to the editors on that recap.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Oh.
Ominous.
Oh.
Red hats at the ready.
Pregnant mothers, future children. Oh my God, he's looking good. He's back to being a god amongst people. Annual meeting of the shareholders.
Oh, he's gonna announce the whole slate.
Phase 6, Phase 7.
USA. USA.
Thank you and welcome to the Vought International Annual Meeting of Shareholders.
Whoa.
Firecrackers.
Wow, a bunch of firecrackers.
Oh my.
Go, let's go. Hop to it. Let's go. Come on.
Huck 2. Is someone undercover? Is this an undercover?
Yeah, they're holding on this wig.
Is Kimiko a firecracker?
Oh.
It's a Starlighter.
Starcracker.
She's got a little Starlighter group.
Oh.
Wow, they didn't evade that at all.
Starlighters running wild. Starlight herself on a vicious murder spree. But we said no.
My children.
We said not in America. And together, we soared into a new Golden Dawn.
Golden Dawn. Ugh. That does sound like something you'd read about in a history book. Oh.
Knock, knock.
Oh, he was just trying to help.
Keep going.
Wow.
Starlighters, a terrorist organization. Proudly serving the armed forces thanks to the new chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Mayhem.
General.
A safer, more God-fearing nation.
Oh.
Our nation.
Oh.
Tried to do on our southern border. Got it. Is there no depth
We're hacking.
to what that little hole?
Just like the
Wilson Fisk.
There's
Yes.
footage out there.
Oh, shit.
These two.
No, what? So they could tell the world.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Die.
He said once he could do whatever he wants, even if this went out.
Yeah.
And we're about to see that happen.
You stay the back or I'll laser you, goddammit! I'll laser every one of you.
Oh, it's still one of the most chilling scenes I've ever seen in a TV show. Oh my God.
Yes, sisters.
Hey, yeah. Can't live out your season 2 fantasy.
Wow. What an open.
Good opening.
AI-generated
Of course.
disinformation campaign, period.
Or was the Starlight the night of Epstein's suicide?
Oh my God.
Laser every.
Turn it into
Oh my God. No. Dude. It's Nate and Cassie.
The Vice President
Fox
of the
News.
United States.
Oh.
She's vice president now?
Wow.
And she's got powers now.
Yeah.
This so-called Flight 37 video is an obvious deep fake put out by Marxist Starlighters.
Right.
Marxist Starlighters.
Vice President Barrett.
Look, Chris, I know exactly what you're thinking, literally, and no.
Is that her ability now?
Dangerous.
Oh, no.
Because I happen to be a super-abled American does not compromise my objectivity. That is exactly the kind of super-phobic question that kept me in the closet for so long.
Speaker of the House with mind powers.
In the closet.
Super phobic.
What about your so-called freedom camps for the Starlighter dissidents?
Freedom camps.
I mean, who doesn't love freedom and camp?
We knew this would happen sooner or later.
And camp.
In the last 24 hours, we have flooded the zone with so much disinformation, people can't tell their from their collarbone.
What's this?
That is a Gutenberg Bible. Martin Shkreli sold it to me.
Peter Thiel, the Obamas calling you for advice.
Did you get the Wu-Tang record, though?
Are you aware that NNC is calling me a murderer? Saying that maybe I even did something to Lanny's son?
Oh.
No, everyone knows that Ryan is... Sorry, that he is at boarding school in Svalbard.
Can't say Ryan's name.
He's not going to make it through the season.
And how about you, Sage? Are you?
I'm fine.
You're not distracted at all after Thomas Godolkin dumped you?
Woof.
No.
Then just tell me, how does Starlight get in the building? I was humiliated! As if people don't hate me enough.
Your numbers are north of 96.
Anyone can smile for the pollsters, sure, but millions of them are still Starlighters in their hearts. Where it counts.
Where it counts.
Have you seen the memes about me?
They're mean memes.
That.
Posting them should be a crime.
Yes. But we can't go...
Yep. Uh-oh.
Sir.
This is America.
Mm-hmm.
You promised me, Caesar.
He was stabbed by his best friends.
Yeah, well, I can relate to that.
How much power you amass, it will not make you happy.
Power.
I think I'll be happy when Starlight and William Butcher are corpses.
Yeah, it's still not going to work, dude.
In 3 days, we are going to execute Hugh Campbell, Milk, and the French one.
The French one.
That'll draw out Starlight and Butcher, and then I will take care of this.
Consider it done, sir.
So are they just like in prison right now in one of the camps?
Yeah, I think they're in a freedom camp.
Oh, cut to.
Well, look at what they're wearing. Wow.
Gotta get them needle drops going.
He's probably sober now, though.
The Homelander sweatshirts. Oh, man.
Freedom sets you free. That's so stupid.
Oh, the border wall.
Yeah.
It's crazy how big they have to go to not just be a documentary, but it's all still just today.
He's reading the deeper book. Oh, never mind. He's still an addict.
Let's go.
They found a way.
Frenchie be smuggling things.
Always find a way.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
A lot more patience in the direction compared to season 4 so far.
Oh, snap.
Nice, man.
Hughie. Let's go.
You mind being more careful?
Désolé.
Désolé. Sorry.
Also, tales of Ennis exploits. Enjoy.
Is it wrong that I want that shirt?
Only a
Amazon's
little bit.
doing it for you. They got it.
Ironically, they will sell it. Hey, you're right
Mother
at
Smoke's
home.
looking big again.
I was going to say, you're right back in your element. You should be able to whip these guys into shape.
Nice. Damn, the sound effects.
Oh,
Crunchy.
yeah, the crunchy.
It's like Street Fighter sound effects.
I love that he waited.
And he got the Flight 37 video out.
Did it do anything?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say.
Yeah, we're still here. We're still in these silly t-shirts.
Oh,
Jesus,
no.
this guy is a
God.
guard.
His arch nemesis. Well, he's just dragging it, guys. You can't see it on YouTube.
Yeah.
London.
Second title card.
Hello, Dad.
How is this guy?
What are you doing here? On a bit of a layover. Thought I'd pop in. Say hello to Lenny and Mum.
Lenny.
Proof is no God, innit? She's dead, and there you are, thriving with arse cancer.
No justice in the universe.
People like you and me don't get to spend eternity with the likes of them.
Totally dead this season.
Where did you find that?
In the attic. Reminds me of him.
Oh.
5 weeks Lenny practiced that rings trick. I still remember the look on his face when he won. So chuffed. And then he come home, and you called him a little puff.
So now to display this.
Why are you here?
They're just teasing us.
There's no need to get angry. Oh, I ain't angry. All the times you knocked the shit out of me, gave me the belt or whatever, made me who I am.
He's towering over him.
I ain't got long to go. Wasted time.
I know, but it'll give me a good laugh.
Damn.
Just to hear you scream.
Damn, dude.
You ain't gonna change nothing.
No, it'll make you feel a little better in the moment, though.
Who says?
Oh, you can see it.
I wanna change.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
What's the matter with you? Are you scared?
No, I just love being at work. It's exciting.
Temperature.
Rush.
That's what devotion looks like.
You gotta be nice to people, Homelander.
He wants to trim the budget. How about going after a show that isn't his biggest hit?
But he looks so sad. Like a kid alone in class.
Howdy there, boss. Don't you look passionate, eh?
He could hear you.
My whole life has been dedicated to saving these people, and yet their hearts are fluttering like fucking rabbits. What are they hiding?
They just look up to you is all.
She's trained for this.
Meanwhile, your heart's wheezing away like it's made of ham and cigarettes.
Ew.
I want to be making milk. I do more than anything. Them pills just janked up my ticker something awful.
Ick.
Oh, damn.
They were killing me.
Damn.
That's your fault, you know?
Our enemies have started using bleeding edge technologies like AI, which means artificial intelligence.
We saw the Mesmer movie.
First, she went and deep-faked Thomas Godolkin himself
Oh, that's how they're covering that too. I was wondering how that end.
to cover up her slaughter of innocent young heroes at God U. Then she went and AI'd this so-called Flight 37 video.
Oh, they're
Weird
making
angle.
her out to be the one?
If you freeze it here. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Added some fingers.
I do not have 7 fingers on one hand.
Now, isn't that what they refer to as the uncanny valley?
No.
Yes, it is.
Kind of, I guess.
He doesn't know what the Uncanny Valley is. Philippines. Pinoy
Those look
Pride.
delicious.
Dude.
Kimiko's in the Philippines.
Aww. You guys ever been to Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans?
No, I've never been to New
best,
Orleans.
Best beignets on the planet. They look like those.
I don't think those are beignets.
They're not?
I don't know.
They look beignets.
I just eat what,
Frenchie makes
what my
beignets.
relatives put in front of me.
Oh,
That's
I
what I
don't-
eat.
Are those a Filipino thing?
Oh,
The Philippines.
Doesn't, but Frenchie taught her how to make them. I think those are beignets.
I don't know.
Comment, let me know the beignets.
I don't know. This is the biggest argument we're going to have whole season.
I don't think it's an inherently Filipino confection. I'm not sure they are beignets, though, honestly. Whoa.
Wait, who's the hair? That butcher?
Yeah, I assumed it was.
Boy.
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah.
Knock it off. I ain't here for you, you dozy bin.
He's got the strength now, too.
What's gonna do him, Hughie and him, in 72 hours?
Hey.
It worked.
So we got team up.
I know you don't trust me. The French is a dead man. We ain't got time to fuck about. I got a CIA Gulfstream gassing up a plant now.
South Pacific.
Wow, they really went to the Philippines to shoot this.
The greatest musical ever. I want another musical episode.
Can she talk now?
She did for a beat.
Yeah.
And then I think I went away again.
When she's really in the throw of something.
I should be the last guy who has any hope. I've been strangled by Ezekiel. I've been hunted by Noir, chased by sharks inside of a whale.
Violated by Tech 9.
The point is, well, one time I had to see naked on a chocolate cake. It's a long story. I should be dead, crazy, or both.
Then why aren't you?
Because if you lose hope in here, you're not going to make it.
Hey, get down!
Ooh.
Fuck you!
Wow, he's a real leader now.
Get down!
Everything he's been through, it's one of two directions.
Come a long way from season 2. Wowie! Fudge.
Oh, it's a girl, the ball girl?
Oh, crap. Ick. God, so menacing.
See? He gave up. What about you?
And then he blowed up.
I can't imagine that. Like
Bitches like Starlight make you.
Those men's lives matter.
Love
For equality.
No problems.
Deep.
mid first podcast.
I have never felt manlier. Think about this.
Manosphere deep, and it's one microphone. He's just talking.
Cuddling, kissing. That's beta male shit, bro. That's super gay. Noir, am I right?
Starlight's little AI video stunt she did, whatever that baby murdering 3 out of 10 thought she was gonna do.
Call her baby murdering.
The fuck are you doing here? Can we go?
Oh.
Wow, your skin is so oily, like hugging a McRib.
Did you just...
Fucking speech therapy and fucking therapy and so much fucking TikTok.
Well, you sure sound like you're on TikTok.
Seems like dubbing.
Yeah, it's so odd to hear her just fluently talk.
Got tired of me ripping off their guards' faces, so they deported me to Manila. I tried to sneak back once in the wheel well of a 747, but I fell out at 10,000 feet. That took a hot minute to regrow. I found my asshole like a mile away.
How many men you down?
How many does it look like?
It's all right, love. Nothing to be scared of.
I've seen what your chest full of murder dicks can do.
Murder dicks.
See, that's a mistake most people make. They try to fight the cancer. Nice one putting Flight 37 out there.
Was it? It didn't move the needle an inch.
Oh, of course it did. Homelander's fuming. He's going to execute Hughie, Frenchie, and him in about 36 hours.
Took a day to find her.
Of course, it's a trap. Question is, what else are we going to do besides walk into it?
Yeah.
Why haven't you tried to spring them before?
Oh, you can get A-Train.
You want Frenchie. You're still working on the virus, and you want his help.
The virus that'll kill Annie and me and you know.
And Homelander.
It's always Homelander.
Now you going to help us save the boys? Or not?
The boys.
Do like when they get the team name in there.
He's doing a great escape. Or a Stranger
I've
Things.
now seen Shawshank, so I understand.
Oh yeah, his little hammer.
We are getting executed.
What?
C'est vrai. In 36 hours, we...
Oh, crap.
Finally fucking doing it. They're trying to draw out Annie.
The question to show is, why now?
Because Annie leaked the video.
Meeting in the skunk works.
We're getting out of here first. We're gonna need a lot more Molotovs, so let's get going.
How did you get these?
Fly by. I took it myself.
You've known where the guys are this whole time? That makes me feel angry and want to slap you, but then hug you.
Whoa. A whole other character.
Getting in won't be easy. A perimeter's just open space.
That's what I'm telling you.
I know a bloke. He might be able to help.
Okay.
But even if I can get us in, how the fuck are we going to get out?
I assume he's an actual worm.
Yeah, worm guy.
I have someone we can call.
Is yours worm Jim?
A-Train? I feel like A-Train can
Yeah, I
just
think
go in
A-Train.
there and just get him out.
Pretty
You like
quickly at that.
croissants? Ugh, doy. Why?
Or someone from Gen V.
A lot of TikTok.
Homelander?
His hair is so blonde.
Jesus.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Can you believe the gall cooking up these lies about me? Tarnishing my good name.
Oh, right. Yes, totally, sir. I know.
Starlight.
Oh, and he grabbed the footage.
I mean, what could she even do besides flash her little high beams at you? Am I right?
Always, sir.
Why'd you let her get away?
I was there, keeping eyes on the other side of the stage, right?
It's been a year. A full lap of the sun. And you haven't found A-Train, or Butcher, or Starlight.
Diddling that Adam's apple.
You're fucking up on purpose. I mean, I know you're not. That would be...
It's so disconcerting. I've never seen that done.
He betrayed me. He liked a couple of Starlight posts in the past.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's where it starts.
Sir, you can check my history. I've never liked one of her shitty posts. Here, just check it. Look.
That won't be necessary.
Just check it.
Do your fucking jobs.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's going to kill the deep this season.
The body count's going to be crazy this season.
The question is, which sea creature is he going to use to kill the deep?
Bro, what the hell? You could have had my back in there.
Throwing him under the bus every second.
This is their like strongest first season episode.
It really is.
Hey, but enough's enough.
I always thought I'd stay single. But you know what they say.
Who are you
How do you
with?
make God laugh? Make a plan.
Who are you with?
No.
David!
legs!
Like the Lord smiled upon us.
David!
Talk about a match made in heaven.
What? Hallelujah. Amen.
For me, it was love at first sight. Oh,
See, I knew he was
Oh,
gonna
no.
say. Try marrying a mind reader.
Yo.
It's funny. They rag on Hamilton a lot this show.
Now, how about we switch gears? Like y'all's initiative to abolish DEI. Now, it's funny how those three little letters are all in devil.
It's racist to give people a leg up based on skin color. Isn't white a color too?
Let's cut.
My sister in Christ.
No. I don't believe in your magic sky ghost or his baby. It's not my fault. The American people wouldn't accept a single cat lady as VP.
Woof.
But still, I don't see why I had to put Tigger down.
It was a patriotic thing to do.
Wow.
He wants more Starlighters arrested.
But everyone who smashed a window or held a can of spray paint is already at camp.
Now it's anyone who registered as a Starlighter or posted defamatory things about Homelander. Cyber terrorists are terrorists too.
Equality.
It's just that we've already purged the CIA, DOJ, FBI, FTC, CDC, EPA, DHS, HHS, and USPS.
Yes.
You registered barrettforpresident.com, net, and org.
It's exploratory.
You're a soup.
Woof.
Made you fucking vice president. As long as you stay useful, don't worry. Everything will come up Ashley.
No acronyms left in the White House.
What an arc she's had and still in the same position.
Reacher, massive,
Reacher on Prime Video.
Let's go. Crimson Countess, R.I.P.
Eli!
Who's Eli?
It's a friend of mine. I'm so happy for him.
Jesus fucking Christ, you fucking crazy, get in here.
Hello, Worm.
Worm.
I did a deep dive on surveillance tech for an SVU spec, and that shit is everywhere now.
Fucking hell, this is a bit of a step down from that brownstone you had, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not my fault.
Michael Bay.
Just fucking go, okay? You don't have anything on me anymore.
I still got them creepy fucking texts you sent, don't I?
Miranda Cosgrove was 19 at the time,
Oh, God.
Oh, commented on that.
and I don't even work there anymore. VOD Studios replaced all their writers with AI. The audience scores went way up on Roddy T's, but it isn't art.
Wordy teeth.
You ruin your appetite. That's right. I came here for an ex-soup with a certain set of skills.
Who's he gonna burrow under the...
Yeah.
You do that, and you can stick at the vault for putting you out to pasture.
How does thing a tunnel fuck VOD?
You do the tunnel, I'll do the fucking. 20 miles out of Rochester. Be there.
Rochester's got that honey waste soil. It's fucking delicious.
I love it.
You need a shower. You smell like a
Amazing.
Wingstop bathroom.
He was the SAG strike captain. You met him at my 35th. Eli's amazing.
Whoa, train.
Took you long enough. You slowing down in your old age?
They hug now.
Crazy.
I heard about the Pittsburgh raid last month. Go Marie Moreau. How's her team doing?
Hey.
Yeah, they're scoring a few wins, but not nearly enough.
Damn, Jim V's really important.
We need your help to break them out.
Of a VOD prison camp. You're fucking crazy.
Listen, you don't have to fight, okay? We just need you to run them to the extraction point. It's easy.
Easy.
You know Homelander's gonna be waiting. I can't.
We know how to kill him, okay? But we need Frenchie to do it.
Great. Good luck with that.
No, dude.
I mean, if we're gonna really take him out, we need your help.
So what? I'm just supposed to join this little fucking super group?
Hey.
Yeah, maybe.
Be a boy.
I know you're scared.
No, I'm not fucking scared. I got a family to protect.
Elaborate.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
I get it. I do. Me too.
I like how desperate this is and how much they're actually utilizing the passage of time. Talking about his like brother's family.
We shouldn't have let him go.
No.
I assume.
Yeah.
We're gonna need an exit plan B.
Gen B.
Usually the seasons take a while to establish the stakes, but the stakes are very strong right off the bat.
And all three storylines are moving really well.
Why quit? Leave it up to you to have your shit the tightest you've ever had it in a fucking internment camp.
Have you been eating the fresh produce I smuggle in?
Moonshine's got corn in it.
Hey. That's a vegetable.
Don't worry. Annie will be fine. She's strong.
Kimiko, too.
Hey.
Y'all don't know what the fuck's going on with them, and you don't even know where Kamiko's at.
What, so you don't think you're gonna see Janine and Monique again?
Uh-oh.
You're the strongest guy I know. We've been in tougher spots than this.
You know, I did 2 tours in the 3-8 in Farah province, and even that was Emily in Paris compared to the shit that we looking at here.
Netflix.
We ain't surviving this fucking war. We are dead men walking. Chin chin, motherfuckers.
Got some more hidden in the barracks walls. You wanna...
This is cool. This harkens back to like a way older kind of movie, even though the circumstances are timelessly awful.
And I buy the inversion of guilt and like hopelessness because, wow.
Woof.
Whose hand is that?
Well, Annie, today...
Oh, shit!
Every day, I see people giving up, but not me, because I have you.
They were innocent.
Well, I'd hardly call them innocent. They lied to me. Played dumb about your little stash in the wall there.
Wow. Shit.
Oh,
Fuck.
Damn it.
You're not the one who gave it to me, asshole.
Ooh, I like internment camp, Hughie.
Same.
She's zesty.
Zesty.
Do you remember when we first met?
How could I forget?
Believe Festival? We tried to cleanse your soul.
Yeah.
What does Starlight see in this gangly simp that reeks of fear and strawberry smoothie kids shampoo? Why are they so hopelessly devoted to such staggering mediocrity?
Mean.
Why would Starlight and Butcher piss away their lives to try and rescue you?
Because they need their canary.
Because I do it for them.
Doesn't understand humanity. Good humanity.
France.
Dizzle.
Thought I asked you to swing through Austin and pick us up some Franklins.
Something came up. I mean, come on, would it's been like a year, some change now? You still acting like this is some chill family vacation?
That is beautiful.
You're a shitty liar. I know I fucked you over.
So much accountability from A-Train.
You remember when we got into it at the park that day? And I told you that you had never really saved anyone.
You were right.
Save them.
Not anymore.
Mom would be really proud of you, man.
Yeah. See your true character.
Dad, Uncle Reg, why are they doing that?
Uh-oh. Is that deep?
Oh, boy. Frenchie goes first.
What about Hughie and MM?
We will get him, but nothing is more important than killing Homelander. Frenchie first.
You sound like Maeve.
Oh, Maeve.
She became exactly Maeve. The exact thing Maeve was trying to prevent her from doing.
The blue steel off a shark.
They're already gone.
Never gonna stop, bro. Homelander's orders.
Right now it's you coming after me, then it'll be Noir coming after you. New Noir, because Homelander killed the first one.
Yeah.
That's how people end up around here.
Always thought you were better than me, didn't you?
Oh my
not
God,
about that,
listen, dude.
What, you think I'm a fucking joke? Suck my... You're the fucking joke.
Yeah.
You know, I can see it. Look how terrified you are of it.
I'm the Lord of the Seven Seas, baby.
You're so scared of Homelander, you don't even see what it's done to you.
I'm not fucking scared.
Yeah.
As you tremble.
Stop saying that.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
It's pathetic.
If this was made 20 years ago, there would be Will Smith and Jerry O'Connell.
Sooner or later, I'm gonna get to your family.
It's also cool to see them in such a stark environment having this conversation.
Xander, we'll leave when I say we'll leave.
Xander.
I mean, just try making everybody happy. You can't do it. Finales are the worst.
Your voice makes me want to kill myself.
Finales are the worst.
Leading up to the final season.
Let me give you a bit of advice. Ain't nothing to feel guilty about, because that shit is gonna get us all killed.
I mean, it is thankless and impossible work. Hey, what did you guys think of the last finale? That's a Vaughn Freedom Camp.
Is it?
No.
Is it?
You said I got to stick it to Vaughn. I got fucking lasered in half.
That's how worms get their rocks off, isn't it?
Our friends are about to be killed, so you're gonna dig us a hole, or I'll bury you in one.
Good one-liner.
It's the most Butcher's going to be respecting her.
Drive the action to the climax.
Yeah, this is your story, Worm.
Oh my.
Oh, no genitalia.
You guys are gonna want to stay back.
Oh my. What are you? Oh my.
It's got to cycle through.
Is it gonna come out?
It's got to.
Get out of the way.
Oh my God. What the hell? Oh my God. That is quite unsettling, I must say.
Have fun in the shithole.
Ladies first.
Fuck you.
But first, let's get a line about what it smells like.
You know what it is? I know that's her actual voice, but I'm aware the character isn't American. Yeah. So it's just so
interesting.
It's so clean, and I think that's why it sounds dubbed to me.
Yeah.
Even though I know that's her actual voice, is that her in interviews?
Is it cool if I use this for the A story and the Reacher's pack I'm working on?
Oh, piss off, wanker.
Taking that as a yes.
And I know you don't need to grow up in America to sound like you have a perfect American accent when you're speaking in English. I understand.
It's the TikTok thing. Like the TikTok thing explains
Yeah,
it, but
it
it is
does.
like hard to wrap your head around because it's so abrupt.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Nothing goes according to plan.
The gang is almost all here. Oh, and you never told me that this one's nickname is Mother's Milk.
No, I never. Oh. Oh, no.
So, what's the big plan?
That's hilarious.
Suck my fact.
She's fine.
Oh, now she can emote the pain.
Jesus Christ. William, you've got a viper's nest in there. I heard about it, of course, but it's incredible.
Yeah, let's go another round.
And you did all that for me.
I like how their visages are the opposite. Homelander's like blonde and clean.
That is devotion.
Butcher's dark
You know,
and beardy.
William,
Oh.
I know we're not exactly equals,
No.
but I'm compelled to say you are the only one that's ever challenged me. There's a part of me that will be sad to see you go.
You're my Joker. Oh.
Whoa.
Damn, sis.
Electro.
Damn.
Come on. Blondie's gonna fly us out.
He's got Kimiko's top half. Go get your revenge.
Yeah, kill him.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mother's Milk.
He's gonna choke him out.
Oh.
Oh, no. She's gone.
Yeah. Whoa.
You got to kill the exploder.
What's her recharge capability?
Yeah.
And is it visual line of sight? No.
We can talk about everything now. I like that. I like when they mix the twisted with the sweet.
It's okay. Just stay down, okay?
Hughie. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. He's got good control over it now.
Hey. I've been waiting for this.
Sorry, guys. They will demonetize us for sure. That is on screen. Oh, experience it with the other seasons.
Chop it up like a party sub. Oof.
Nice.
All right, Venom Butcher's pretty sick.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he gets to save both of them at once.
Get him, MM.
No.
The jump cutting between these two.
So she needs to actually like do the hand thing.
Oh, no.
The big fight. Episode 1.
Damn. Episode 1, round 1.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Oh, my. That's a Prince Albert for your ass.
He's stabbing it.
Or, you know,
he's using it to choke him.
Oh, doing all the things. There is a movie called Welcome. Oh, it's the only way.
Okay, he choked him to death with his own thingy. Good, good, good.
Hughie, we have to go. We have to go.
Okay, stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
Oh,
Dude,
God
stay down.
damn it. Oof. He uses his full
He
name.
does care about Hughie.
Yeah.
Hey, Trade.
Yeah, that was a great effect. That was sick.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shot. Assess.
Quicksilver.
Oh, yeah, this is sick.
Quicksilver.
Damn. Whoa.
Got his glasses.
Full circle with Hughie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing his old Quicksilver.
Oh, my God, fun. Oh, my God, let's do it.
You're going to get the R-rated Quicksilver version.
Oh,
shit. Damn, he got clipped. Nice.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah.
Season 1, Episode 1. Season 5, Episode 1.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. What a full circle.
Frenchie, the van?
Yeah.
Come on in.
You hurt?
Where the hell were you?
Ugh.
Shit, he's going right
Oh,
for
he's
it.
going for A-Train.
Oh, no. Superman races the Flash.
Fucking Brightburn.
Yeah. She even looks a little like Robin. Oh, no.
no.
Oh, no. No, A-Train. No, God damn it, no.
Good man, but also it's going to slow him down. Oh, no.
Oh, his specs.
I think we're about to lose A-Train.
I didn't think we'd lose him in the first episode.
Looks like someone can catch the A-Train after all.
Oh, no.
That's so funny.
What was I so afraid of? You are fucking nothing.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Ooh.
Really? You're just an empty fucking suit.
It's a sad little man.
You take away these powers. And what are you, huh? Pathetic.
It's a sad little man.
Weak, sniveling fucking loser.
Whoa. Going down strong.
Mm-hmm. Buy them time, or at least rot them from the inside. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yes. Keep going, man. Keep going. I'm sad, but that was a great moment.
Oof.
Oh, God. Oh, the jugular.
Oh,
Oof.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow, with the silence. Oof. R.I.P. A-Train.
Woo. All right, before we move on, we'll just
meditate.
Make our peace here with A-Train.
Moment of silence for A-Train.
Yeah. Man, that episode was so strong, they didn't need to do a 2-episode premiere.
No, I'm actually surprised they did because of how strong that was.
I mean, normally it's a 3-episode. So,
but still, that could have been a week.
Yeah, that was their strongest first episode of a season. Guys, girls, do you ever feel like your home just can't keep up with your life? Now, I come from a hoarder's home. I mean that literally, not some metaphor. So a mess is quite triggering for moi. Yet, I'm barely home these days. My wife's also gone working. We've got a bunch of cats, and cleaning just becomes a constant battle. I order so many things that come to our home. She doesn't care for 99% of them. But when the NARWAL 2 Flow showed up, she was over the moon. I think she fell in love with me all over again, or maybe for the first time. And honestly, I didn't realize how good this thing was until I set it up. And by I mean she. So thanks, NARWAL, for sponsoring today's video. So the Flow 2 is basically both a robot vacuum and a mop, and way smarter than anything I've used before. Most of these robots just kind of push dirt around. This thing actually cleans. Our new entertainment is not some app on our TV. It is just watching this thing go to work. It uses this flow wash system that sprays fresh water constantly, scrubs with this reverse rolling warm mop, and cleans itself in real time so you're not just spreading mess around. Then it's powered by NarMind Pro, which uses cameras and AI to recognize objects, avoid cords, adapt to messes, and even has pet-friendly features, which is great for someone with 4 cats. It's quiet, smart, and honestly, just makes life easier. So if you want your home handled, go to us.narwal.com/Greg. That's us or us.narwal.com/Greg. I love that it's Greg and not Real Rejects. That just makes me happy. Thank you, NARWAL, for improving my life. All right. Let's move on.
That's enough silence.
We did it. We honored.
This is very soothing. I applaud them for doing this. Oh my.
He's in attendance.
Wow.
He's going to have to speak.
We come together to mourn the one and only A-Train. He loved his country, but most of all, his captain. Homelander, amen.
Oh my God.
Our martyred brother in Christ was struck down by that bell. Starlight.
That's right.
Starlight and her minions are literally possessed by demons. We fight hellfire with holy fire. Can you feel the Holy Ghost power? Then I need you to praise him.
What's going on, Homelander? Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh my God, Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah, I mean, a religious experience. What?
Welcome to the outskirts of Erie, Pennsylvania. Charming little burg, best known for its staggering amount of fentanyl overdoses.
Oh, good.
Always Chumbawamba.
Let's go. Tub thumping.
Sorry, Chumbawamba, tub thumping. I combined them. Thank you.
You're still working on the virus.
Not working, sorted. Thanks to this diamond geezer.
Diamond geezer.
Got him a leg.
Found him not long after that bollocks with Newman and poor little Zoe. When that Homelander brutally murdered them in cold blood. Samir's done it. As of last week, that naughty little bug of his is finally strong enough to top Homelander.
This thing kills just Homelander or every soup?
Dunno, but we'll have a laugh finding out, won't we?
Will it infect humans?
You know, we've got to test it.
You wish to test it on rock hard, no?
Rock hard.
Rock hard? Rock hard is a living mountain. 900 pounds of walking granite hasn't been seen since his unspeakable acts at the Lincoln Memorial, no?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he scolded Lincoln in the ear, filled it with so much hot burst out of his mouth.
Which makes Rock Hard the perfect lab rat. Indestructible, or nearly, almost as strong as Homelander, and no one gives a fuck about him. So, pin, twat him, bring him back here for a dose of kill juice.
How are we gonna do it?
Do what?
Get the virus away from Butcher.
Kill him. No, we're not gonna kill him.
We're not just gonna go along with this, right? He murdered Vicky in front of her daughter. Now, he wants to murder every soup on the planet, which includes you.
Damn.
It's 10,000 soups to save 8 billion people worldwide. That's a good price in any war.
Wow.
Trolley brought himself.
We don't have a choice.
Yes, there is a choice, and no, it's not yours to make. You're not the one who's going to die, right?
Bantees are back. A little different, though.
We can figure this out. We can...
Talk?
Yeah.
Or...
Oh, you are Maeve.
That's a pretty compelling point.
Go. You guys have both earned it.
Long year.
You probably finished so fast.
It has to have been a while.
Chewed off, sliced in two by Homelander, shot here. It hurt every time, but the virus? That was the only time I wanted to die.
Uh-oh.
This is happening with or without us. So I must learn everything I can about this pestilence so I can protect you. You think that I would let anything take you away from me again?
I don't know you do.
Wow, I'm
Your voice is
actually concerned about who will die.
This is my favorite scene of hers this season so far. I think switching back and forth with like a little sign language.
I think we equate signing to her so much.
Whoa.
It's an actual tender sex scene in this show.
Gosh.
Didn't need to come to this. I know my leadership style can be stern.
You lost it.
I like to think of myself as the big brother that you never had.
Did have a big...
You remember that girlfriend you had?
Yes.
Betrayed us both. Butcher. No, it's a huge mess. Your fault. What did I do? I gave you a chance to make things right. I reached out my hand and you bit it. Was I too nurturing?
Yes, that's it.
Maybe, but damn it, you weren't like the others. I could count on you, man. I did count on you. I loved you.
Did you?
This is fascinating.
Why does this keep happening to me?
You gotta learn sometime.
I guess the strongest men are the most alone.
And you never will learn.
You wouldn't understand. Nobody does.
Daddy.
Daddy would understand.
Interesting. That's how.
Oh, the music cue's back.
Frenchie, how much longer?
Teenage geeks shoot it out on patrol any minute. They go out, we go in.
Rockhard hasn't posted in a year. He might not live here anymore.
Every day, Countess Crow. Countess of the Crows brings down a protein shake to the basement. I bet my bottom anal beads is down there.
Bottom anal bead.
Dude, I love Jack Quaid's hair.
All good.
So fluffy. I love that Team Kicks is finally getting introduced, and it's a TikToker
Oh, they were
house.
like the junior team, right? They're
Yeah.
like Teen Titans. I remember in the comic now.
Team Kicks are hilarious, and now it's a whole ass TikTok house.
Keep the engine running.
Hack and go.
You guys have never been to a content creator house. It's a scary place. Add frat house to that.
Oh boy.
It is the most hollow house.
Yep, just sadness in there.
Internet's down, cams too.
Yeah, we have a problem.
When do you not?
He really let himself go.
Asshole must weigh
Damn.
30,000 pounds.
Well, there ain't no way we can move him, even with the three of us.
So what now?
This is insane.
Oh my God, he's awake. Kept him in his underwear, put him in.
It's like a sweater.
You. What the fuck?
No. It's okay. I don't want to hurt you. You've been in deep freeze again.
For how long?
Almost 2 years.
Sorry,
in a
Snoop.
CIA black site. I just found out this morning.
Of course.
Found out this morning, but that just happens to be in your room.
Yes. I had it moved and installed.
Did you fuck me?
I think in the comic they actually do.
Yeah, the comic's way more messed up because of his narcissism.
I want you to find William Butcher.
That's why. That's the reason why.
You want me to work for you?
Well, why don't we say work with me, and I can give you a proper comeback.
I don't need you for that.
Yes.
Well, the whole world does think that you're a Russian spy, so...
All right. Listen to me. I'm no commie. You got that?
I know. And listen, I am Vought now.
Wow.
So the public, they're gonna believe that you are whatever I tell them you are. I can resurrect you.
Yes.
You hate William Butcher more than you hate me.
Oh.
After all, I'm not the one that betrayed you.
I tried to kill you. The minute I turned my back, how do I know you won't return the favor?
This is shaping into a great
Find
season.
William Butcher for all is forgiven.
He's back so much earlier than I expected, and the dynamic is so interesting.
Looks like a fucking kindergarten ashtray.
The ancient Taoists believed that perennial sunning stopped chi, life force, from leaving the body, and invited prana, solar energy, in. Don't ignore your anal wellness. Deep brand Sigma Solarium Vibros.
Can cause anal cancer.
5 bros, 4 bros.
Fuck it. We'll test it here.
What? Test?
Monsieur Charcuteau, the virus is contagious. As Samir says, c'est fini. The game is over.
No, Butcher's right.
Uh-oh.
Rockhard has seen us, so we can't leave.
Virus? What virus?
You can put it in his eye.
Yo.
Is that motherfucker holding his breath?
Great reaction.
He can't probably hold his breath for a couple of hours.
If he won't breathe, how do we get the virus in him?
His eyeball.
He ain't our first whale, is he? You look the virus. Kamiko, you and me.
I'm gonna make out every scene now.
I mean, if the virus is contagious, they could die.
We've so far identified the location of 10,000 active Starlight sympathizers.
What qualifies someone as an active Starlighter?
That's going to be anyone who posts pro Starlight or anti-Homelander content.
Such a puppet.
But we are going to need to triple the amount of freedom camps to hold them all.
Triple.
It's just that after we've paid for Vaught's military contracts, all those corporate tax breaks, Treasury's running a little dry.
Yes.
And a lot of these sympathizers are Vought customers. Won't their arrest eat into your bottom line?
No. We'll just start selling ads on Vought Plus.
Oh, Jesus. Boy.
Soldier Boy is the President, Vice President of the United States of America. They work for me. Soldier Boy is going to be number 2 in the 7 once he has located William Butcher and Annie January.
I can do this. I can bring them in.
Well, like you did with A-Train.
Uh-oh.
We're going in a new direction, Deep. Competence. And Steve, Soldier Boy's going to need a full pardon.
Sir, he was guilty of, treason.
Yeah, we can let that go.
Consider it done, sir.
And you know what? I'm sure the man's dying for a drink. Steve, can you make him a...
Manhattan.
A Manhattan.
Thanks, Steve.
Did not.
President to make him a drink.
God damn. This Woodcould Soup's teabag the president. Suits me.
It is really cool to see Soldier Boy and Homelander like side by side.
It's also like a full The Boys team for the first time in like a season and a half.
What's next?
Uh-oh.
What is it?
It's a volcano. What the? Is he like rocking through the floors? Oh shit.
It is, you're right, good call.
Making
Next up,
content?
we'll need to
Yep.
apply my Fade Foundation from my Vitality collab.
Raven.
It doesn't fade even after a long day of shoving Starlighters into police fans.
Yes.
So we're gonna be using Black Noir's Noir Black Liquid Eyeliner because
Black Noir has an eyeliner.
you dare enter my dark domain? Fuck.
Yeah.
What is the matter?
A Starlighter cell in St. Louis was raided, so they're all gone.
Damn.
Just like the one in Portland and Sacramento and Boise. And I guess we can add A-Train to that list, right?
You didn't kill them. They chose to fight.
Yeah, because they thought that I was going to save them.
Yeah.
Have you told Petit Hughie any of this?
No, because he'll say it wasn't my fault, so I can't.
So this is why you do not care if the virus kills you.
Wow. Yeah,
Let go! Get your chopped old man hands off of me!
Well, it was literally like a flipping dynamic from season 4.
What do we do with her?
Same as Rock Hard.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's a little cold. How far are you guys willing to go?
Turbo Rush, the drink of heroes.
Cut.
That was a good take.
No, please, this is a mistake. I am not a Starlight.
Wow.
People do love camp, you know.
Pull over.
Not a chance. Stay the course. Mine's on a fucking job.
Fuck the job.
Oh.
He's really good at turning without looking. What are you doing?
Oh, they might be going with the comic storyline a little bit. I think yeah.
Is turned on by his excellence.
Homelander?
Stop.
Do it.
Homelander?
Sage, I was just, what can I do for you?
Are you sure waking him was the right call?
Yes.
Did you tell Soldier Boy about the virus?
No. If there is a virus out there, better he take the risk than us, right?
For a moment, I was afraid you'd only woken him because he was your dad. So when he gets infected and he dies...
You don't know that's going to happen.
When it does, you won't go to pieces. Because it was tactical, right?
Oh, no. I love that thread. He has like no foresight. It's always just like acted powerful and then cleaning up the mess.
Testing a biological weapon in an uncontrolled environment is dangerous enough. Transporting it without the necessary precautions.
All right. Less talking, more giving.
So how fragile is this? Very fragile.
If it broke on the way?
It could kill every superhero on Earth. There's also a non-0% chance it could wipe out every human on Earth.
Non-zero.
Best not try.
Dude.
You get him to breathe yet? Did you get him to breathe
The design of it's really cool, though.
And like a practical person at the top of it.
You being here was not part of the plan, all right? It's just a shitty situation. We don't want to be here any longer than we have to be. All we need is to get Rock Hard to breathe.
Yes.
Hey, didn't you used to have like 10 crows at one time? Countess, they don't give a fuck about you or the 2 crows you have left.
Their names are Russell and Cameron.
Why are you risking your life for them?
Please don't kill me. I just want to go home.
Yes.
You got to knock this wet cape shite on the head, mate. Ain't doing no one no favours. Especially your girl. I mean, that's why she's giving it a cold shoulder.
Talk to me about Annie. You don't know what's going on with her.
Well, I know that she finally knows the fucking score. And she knows that you, passing about with this Jiminy Cricket, listen to your heart bollocks, is just gonna get her killed.
Is there any part of you left that's still human?
He had to wonder that.
You're gonna get Annie killed, not me. But I won't let you do it.
No, Ed.
No, Ed.
Whoa, no.
Shield.
Christ, Lord. Come on, Hughie. Come on, Hughie.
Hurry, the vial!
You should put in some other container.
You should put it in like so much packing.
He's dead, right? He's supposed to be dead?
Mallory put him on ice for a bit.
You're telling us this now?
Somebody up there likes us, man.
In what fucking way?
Well, we wanted a guinea pig. No better than Homelander's old man.
Oh, God.
Oi! Ain't you supposed to be a giant ice dude?
Aren't you supposed to be smart?
Dante.
Just you and me.
I guess it's true. You're one of us now.
Well, if you can't beat him...
The Western now.
You still fancy a seat on the 7, don't you?
We had a deal. I held up my end of the bargain, and you sold me out.
Ooh.
Or did he mention that we've got an uber virus strong enough to kill every fucking soup on the planet?
Bullshit.
Damn.
God's honest. The things this virus can do, fucking diabolical.
Diabolical.
Instead of coming himself, you're the sacrificial again.
Again.
I guess we'll see.
You don't get it, do you? Me, Homelander, your old crew, everyone
Yeah,
fucks
buddy.
you over.
Got to throw this card in.
Yep.
What the fuck was that?
Actually get involved in the action.
Hey!
Hey!
You two local soups.
Holy shit. Soldier Boy?
You're a dead socialist.
Yeah.
Ain't
no Marxist.
Off east. Find them and kill them, or I'm gonna rip your intestines out here. Tie them together like shoelaces.
Whoa. Shield broke.
I want that gif right now.
Soldier Boy.
Aw. Just when he
He's alive?
started getting his head on his shoulders back.
Just how long do we have? Just Hughie.
Of course.
Oh, God damn it.
We gotta move. A fucking H-bomb is headed this way.
You combine what Soldier Boy can do in the virus. Oh, it's back. It's back.
Oh, no. Breathe, man. I bet it's got to lead to some.
Ooh. Girls fight girls.
Fragile.
Jesus. They're really putting this vial in a lot of danger.
Hot potato.
This cat girl can fight. Woo.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Oh, of course. Where did that fur come from?
You know.
In this universe.
Oh my God, dude.
Great hot potato.
I love that we're doing this too in just like a regular old
just the
Midwest
suburbs.
neighborhood suburb, yeah.
Dude, this is so bad.
Yeah, drop a dookie. Get it? That's you.
Drop a dookie.
You're the dookie.
Gathered that.
Dude, just like break her neck.
Should have barcode tattooed, I think.
Yeah. She's about that life.
Oh,
Ain't no patch quitter. Oh, nice.
Starlight.
I know.
Oh.
Oh my God, are you okay? Is the virus?
Yeah, let's get her.
Oi!
Go!
You're with me.
Of course.
No.
Hey!
Oh, Christ. No.
Hughie Campbell. How's a useless gobbler like you still alive? Is this the virus he was going on about? The so-called soup killer?
Is it a decoy?
Yeah, it looks empty.
Ooh.
Jeez. Oh, shit. It's already out, yeah.
Oh, he was exposed.
Yeah, it's already out.
What the
Oh, and he was breathing a second ago.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Will they kill off Soldier Boy
In
this early?
this, yeah.
Yeah, shit's empty.
But he has.
Oh!
But Jared
That was supposed to be a
Padalecki.
scene. It's a flashback.
Oh no, Homelander's got to like come and save him or something, right?
Yeah, some.
Damn.
Whoa, gross.
No. I don't want him to die yet.
No. Maybe he's extra powerful so it won't kill him? Because he's special.
Yeah, what do you do to seal, like, as soon as cops come in to open the door?
Well, they did?
Very.
Come on, let's leg it.
No, mon cœur. And until we are certain I have not been infected with this plague.
Oh, would they love to kiss?
What are they going to do the rest of the season now?
Oh, the crows. She's
Oh,
alive.
he let her out.
Yeah. Aw.
Go to Gen V Season 3.
Yeah, come on.
Wander into that show spinoff.
God, you.
What are you doing? Rounding up all the Starlight sympathizers is a well thought out plan.
He's not in the building.
Thank fucking God. What the fuck? Why are we doing this?
Homelander sets the agenda. I just execute.
That's bullshit.
Uh-oh.
Ashley, she's smart. She's got to listen to reason.
Look, I've been there. Literally where you're sitting. But that chair isn't a pedestal. It's a chopping block. And I can help you.
Mind read.
Don't strain yourself trying to read my mind again. You know you can't.
Oof. So,
Wow. You're unbelievable, Ashley. That was the most pathetic display of a backbone I've ever seen.
Does she have like a second person there too?
her power is actually
I think
narration.
if you take off her weight, there's a second person there. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
she's got a Voldemort head.
Fucking use it. Do I get laser eyes? No. I get a psychic fucking tumor. You should have left with A-Train when he asked you to. At least he had a shred of decency. That's why he's dead.
Damn.
You're absolutely sure? Triple check the results. None of you are carriers. Humans are immune.
Is he telling the truth? I guess he must be.
He'd risk himself too.
I think we're gonna see like Homelander go in there. Some
Soldier cunt down, Homelander to go. We fucking did it.
About time.
Yes.
Let's run away. You were right. This virus, there is no containing it.
yes.
You did not see its carnage. It's too dangerous.
It's dangerous for everyone now. Innocent people are being rounded up.
Everything she saw.
And because that was her upbringing too.
You're allowed to freak out, you know? This virus is fucking brutal.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep fighting. And if you can't, then I'm just gonna fight for both of us.
No.
I'm late.
Yes.
Hey.
Physical boy.
They asked if he's still human, and this is him being human.
Sending Soldier Boy to test the waters? Pretty fucking strategic, sir. You're always playing 3D chess, aren't you?
Aren't you?
Tell him not to go in alone. Why would he do that?
It's more like Soldier Doy.
Stop. Stop.
Leave.
Well, I just, gotta be here, sir, to do this.
Should have been you. Sorry. Leave.
Dude.
Oh, deep.
You are so scared.
No. Not you.
I keep saying his eyes to open.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Why does everyone keep leaving?
Oh. Find Marie Moreau and get her to just like swap out all of his blood.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So the virus is
Down! They're not gonna forget.
Chumbawamba was the plot of episode 2.
Wow.
Cool.
Whew.
Well, that puts a flaw in their soup virus.
Yeah, that changes the whole season.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, we have watched The Boys Season 5, Episodes 1 and 2 today. If you would like to support the channel a little bit extra and get a little something in return as well, you can go to Patreon, become a Royal Reject at our Real Rejects Patreon account, where you sync up with your own copy. That's where the full reaction watch-along is. Watch the whole thing with us from beginning to end. Additionally, generally, throughout most of our uploads, you can ask questions, so you participate in our reviews, get shout-outs by proxy. Additionally, you can also support the channel by maybe going to rejectnationshop.com, get yourself some RR apparel. We got some superhero-inspired tee. Rocking the classic America's ass from a long time ago here. All right. Well, so much happened in these 2 hours. Wow. That was a lot of 2 hours. Major plot points, Freedom Camp, A-Train death, Soldier Boy back. Ashley got a thing going. The virus carries on. More will come to mind. I'll go to you first, John. How are you feeling about how this season is going so far?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling optimistic. I mean, I've enjoyed the whole show to varying degrees, but I feel like this is really it bodes well for the rest of the season to come because I feel like these 2 episodes have been really strong so far, and they have managed to keep the audacity that the show has had the whole time. But I do feel kind of like we're back in some of the earlier vibes of the show because partly of the team dynamic being more assembled than it's been in a little while, or feeling more assembled than it's been in a little while. And yeah, like, I don't know, there's something about the way that this obviously like shock and craziness is part of the world, and I felt like the past couple seasons have kind of gone out of their way to indulge in that a little bit. And here it feels like we're to business with all that fun stuff in tow, but in a way that feels like, yeah, this is like going to be a momentous and a, culminative season. So thus far, I'm enthralled.
Hell yeah. Coy, yourself?
Similar thoughts. I was thinking the first episode, like, oh, this reminds me of why I fell in love with The Boys, as opposed to enjoying watching it because it's a show I already like. Yeah. Like, it's harder to fall in love with something than it is to coast. And the other seasons, like 4 was a lot of action and a lot of like gross out stuff, but it was missing something. Like, it would have been like a B versus an A. Like, I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad, but this to me feels like a show that I would be immediately enthralled by. Like, can't miss a lot of the heavy lifting of the first season. And I think the dynamics are stronger here because it's not trying to either hold out. Like, it feels like they know there's only 8 episodes left. So the pacing, I feel, is really tight. The arcs feel very intentional. It feels like the team dynamic I really enjoy from the comic. This is one of the rare examples of a show I like more than the comic. The comic is very much a product of 2006. It came out in 2006 when there was this movement in comics that was kind of to be counter the norm. And so, like, the Ultimates was the superhero version of the Millennium, and like, let's modernize everything. But then there was also a lot of things like the Authority or things like Squadron Supreme that were like, let's do an edgy version. And then 2006 was like a reaction to the reaction. So it was like, how do we go edgier than edgy? And The Boys was a lot of times like a turducken of edgy. So it worked a lot. And then, like, I think it's a fun run, but it is definitely a product of its time, and it's definitely a product of trying very hard at some things. And I feel like the show gets to do a greatest hits. The show gets to zoom out 20 years later, and it gets to cherry pick elements that work, while also it works better now than then because the world's so much worse. Like, I think the 20 years of depravity of reality have allowed The Boys to feel more topical. And these first 2 episodes definitely felt like they had to go above and beyond absurdism, because the stuff that is in season 1 and even season 2 is just today. So I really enjoyed these 2. I was wondering how this show would feel in a second term.
Nice. Nicely put.
How you feeling, G?
I have an impression that this will probably be one of their stronger seasons they've ever done. When you look at season 1 and 2, a lot more patient and character driven, and a little bit more subtle, not
Relative
subtle
to.
in the political commentary, but you'd have to, like, around season 4, the group, when they started realizing they were being made fun of primarily, sort of was like, what the hell? The show became woke. I'm like, no, you were always the target.
Yeah.
And like, so 3 and 4 became like very overt, and it seemed like they really just wanted to make it super clear and no subtlety at all. Like, we need to make this point abundantly clear. Homelander equals this guy. The soups equal these people. Make it very, very clear. And while the political commentary is still there because it's part of the DNA of this show, it's doing what season 1 was so effective at, which is it's just going right back to the basics of the characters. They're going to the characters, they're going to the emotionality, they're going to the tensions, and they're letting that be the forefront, while the other stuff is still like a part of the political commentary is still a star in its own way, but it didn't feel like they were going out of their way to be like, like they were throwing their lines here or there. They would, of course, have like certain jabs that they're making here or there, but it didn't seem like a lot of gags about it. Like this one was seeped the most in dread and tension, way more than a lot of the seasons do in the first half of their other seasons, you know? And I think that's what made it so, what makes it separate from how, like, especially seasons 2 through 4 went, which I really like them. And I feel like when doing like a whole watch, I mean, I finished my binge like a month ago, so some of it's a little bit vague to me now, but from where we left off and how we started, they are doing the right conclusion. You know, we've seen a lot of finales go wrong. We've seen a lot of whole season finales kind of go wrong where they feel like they're in a rush and like, oh my God, we gotta wrap this up. And this doesn't feel like they're doing that. I don't get the impression that they're in a rush to do it because they're utilizing the fact that they can make these an hour long solid each.
And they're dense hours.
They're dense hours, but I'm like, I'm reeled in. I'm like, it's like hooks in my soul right now.
Yeah.
And I love what they're doing with literally everyone. I think what they're doing with everyone's really great. How do you feel about A-Train's death, John?
That was really, I'm obviously sad that he didn't get to be more a part of the season and then we didn't get to live quite as much in, you know, his actual turn to being a you know, good, upstanding, you know, hero. But I really liked the moments that they gave him, and I really liked his just change. And, you know, it's been built over time, but his, you know, whole vibe here, the kind of just sober-eyed vibe that he brought was really nice, and it was really satisfying to get, you know, that extra ounce of help, you know, with the break out of the camp and the fun Quicksilver moment, but really just watching him laugh in watching him be like the exact opposite of the Deep and like just laugh in Homelander's face as, you know, that moment was beautiful. To go from catching the woman in the road, dodging it, realizing this is the end, and then using those final moments to really, you know, jam one in on Homelander, I thought was really satisfying and a great payoff to the character journey. So it's like, I'm sad it was cut short. I wish we could have watched him more. I wish we could have seen more of him and his brother, but functionally and to set the stakes, I'm like, yeah, I think that's a pretty solid choice. You know, I would rather wish to see more of him than be like, good, thank you, I'm done. You know,
well, emotional functionality, but yeah, also good point on the physicality, because when this plan started, all of us were like, we'll get A-Train. You know, A-Train could just come in here and save the day.
It's a Quicksilver problem. That's why in X-Men, they're like, we get a scene.
So to actually eliminate him does raise the stakes. But yeah, I thought they gave him a surprisingly great arc, and he was the right character to kill off first and have it be impactful. Yeah. And I think they earned it, you know, because he was pretty horrible earlier on the show. He was horrible for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's been the slowest build to redemption, and he would have to sacrifice himself.
His arc is lovely. Across the show, I think they did a relatively nice job with him.
What about you, man?
Highlight, or to speak to that briefly, I think the mirroring of season 1, episode 1 to season 5, episode 1, I really enjoyed that. It's truly a mirror, and especially involving Hughie and especially with the woman. I really liked all those things. I also think he's such a good actor. There was a really beautiful darkness to him laughing in his face, because that's like one of the only kryptonites Homelander has. Like, he actually won that moment even though he died. Yeah. And that's a hard emotion to convey, and I was just really impressed with the acting of that scene. But the highlight of these 2 episodes to me was, I think this is the most I've liked Homelander since I was introduced to the actor. Like, when people give all-time great superhero performances, often Homelander's listed for good reason. I think Homelander is a terrifying villain. He's amongst the great superhero villains, but I think in the kind of reveal, like the full gloves off late season 3 and all of season 4 of who he was mirroring to the showrunner and the writers, I think we lost a little bit of the machinations of his mind. Like there's this amount that goes on behind his eyes, and there's this darkness that's so beautiful. And I think that with season 4, when you just made him like 47, you just had to accept there was going to be a little bit more of farcical, because you're looking at a reveal. I think, like you said, a lot of people, when they're like, oh, the show went woke, they had to really make it clear who he was. And I think we lost a little bit of Homelander. And these 2 episodes to me feel like what I was thinking season 1 and 2, which was so much more of like, I don't know what he's going to do next. I love the unbridled rage. I love the insecurity. I love that he's like an impotent child. I love that he's like both impotent and childish. Like there's such a
petulant.
Yeah, I can't do anything impudent, but also there's this lashing out, and I feel like when you make the lashing out the entire thing, it's not as interesting as being like what's going to happen next. And these 2 episodes to me felt like the Homelander that was so interesting in the first couple seasons. And again, I liked season 3 and 4. I'm just acknowledging that like the peak of that character was earlier on for me.
I think the transgression is nicely played though, and to get to this point with him in 5, I do believe they're utilizing what we did in 3 and 4.
Oh, I know. I think we needed it.
Yeah,
like all the science stuff, all of the killing of his like
going to where he grew up and everything.
That was all needed. I just wasn't as interested in those choices.
Oh, okay.
It's just in some of the tonal. I get what you mean. It's like in some of the tonal handling of those parts of the show, you lose some of the man in Homelander.
Yeah, and I feel the insecurity
or the
here.
boy, I guess. But,
well, what I love is there's been the tease of Flight 37 being revealed since season 2, I want to say, when Maeve first got the footage from the Deep, which is why I fully believe the Deep is going to die because of that moment. And once Homelander, Homelander never learned that it was the Deep, I believe. So when you see like how he just kept getting, which is very much like 47, he just keeps getting away with no matter what they do, they always get away with
the
stuff.
Flight 37 files.
When they finally, because there is a moment in 3 when Annie does confront him and is like, "You will, I'll release the tape," and he's like, "Go ahead, I can do whatever I want. I'll just go scorched earth on everything." And the show starts off with that scene. And because of the time that we're at and how it relates to real life, you can easily write that off as an AI generated thing.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's so crazy how the world has changed enough for that plot point.
Yeah, because for like several years, like it's season 5, it's like what, 10 years of the show or something like that. Throughout, you couldn't do that in season 2. When the time season 2 was airing, you couldn't use that as an excuse. Now you can easily, and you're like, shit, yeah, you can't just write that off, huh?
I don't imagine them in the writer's room being like, thank God, this is the perfect device. Yeah,
I got called technophobic because I said this was the last election we'll actually know who's running, and like it's been a year, and like now in 1 year this has like changed everything. Now AI is not new to the year, but like in a year we've accelerated to a level where this plot point is like, well, yeah, so scary.
How do you feel about Jensen Ackles being back so soon?
I mean, it fit into the ride, and I think it's an interesting prospect both for the physical stakes of the season with the virus and for the personal stakes with Homelander and everything. I'm very, very curious as to whether they're gonna go full bore with what you guys have set out.
I was shocked they doubled down back in the cryo tank. I was like, I think they're doing it.
That was gross. I was like, please don't. Well, I know the show known to do gross things, but I'm like, please don't do that.
Well, that's the thing is I root for the show to do gross things when they're like meaningfully gross, and I'm like, we've done all this like breast milk stuff with Homelander and his mommy issues in the past, and so now, and we've met, his father figures or the, amalgam characters that make up dad. But like, this is the best representation of a possible dad he could actually have. And so like the daddy issues that are surely to arise throughout this, I mean, like, it's interesting to watch the impact on him as he thinks that he's dead and all that stuff. And I wonder what that moment of actual emotional vulnerability will do to Homelander. But it's been great to see Jensen Ackles do his thing, and yeah, I don't have any qualm really with the timing or anything. It I don't know, it just made for some interesting moments.
I do think there was like the twist came in so late in season 3, and we didn't get much time to really explore that dynamic because the twist came in like the penultimate episode or something like that.
Yeah.
So to have this opportunity to see the dynamic and the relationship unfold and what that does to Homelander especially, and what that might even do to Soldier Boy, I'm so happy that they actually brought it in early.
I'm also super impressed with how much we don't know who's gonna live, that we were like, they killed Homelander. Like, I believed they killed Soldier Boy in the second episode for a while.
I was just like, but I know Jared Padalecki's supposed to show up at some point. So
I thought it might be a flashback.
Why would they do that?
Yeah. But for like all of that last reveal, I was looking at the body like, he's got to sit up. He's got to sit up. Like, we were all saying it, and then they waited. That was perfect editing of like, and credits.
Just long enough.
Because I really am invested in their dynamic in a way that I didn't expect I'd care, because of how little time we've actually had to live in it, and with how much else the show has to do in this final season. But now we have such a different thing, because Soldier Boy's gonna blame his son, and like he can actually do something about it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this season.
What about the members of the boys who's like been standing out to you in terms of the actual boys?
It's interesting. I did when was the first? I've done a couple set visits for them. I think the first one I did was second season set visit, and I was so enchanted by Karen Fukuhara as like an actress. She's so magnetic. Like we talk about movie stars and TV stars of people that just have that thing. She always had that thing where anytime I'd talk to her, I was just like, everything you say is awesome. Yeah. And then like she doesn't speak. So it's ironic that I did the female and it was silent when she now speaks. But like the intro to me doing it was me like, I love her as an actress, but we've never gotten to see the combination of her physicality and her charming voice. And so I'm so like, oh, it's all of her wonder and like whimsy and her like ness, because she's got this like innocent fairy thing. And we've seen that through her body language, but now we can hear it and feel it. So it's so fun that she's like doing the TikTok thing, and we're getting to play with like what her language would be blended with her innocence. I've obviously got a wee Hughie bias. I think that character is delightful, and I think Jack Quaid is such an interesting actor, because he's able to play upset, and he's also able to play earnest without them feeling like they're sacrificing the other. Like a lot of times it's hard to switch between like, I forgive you, but I'm not forgiving the thing that happened. Yeah. And a lot of times in writing, that feels like what you have to do. Like people write dialogue as if like once you've forgiven the person, it goes away. He very uniquely has this ability to be earnest, but you feel the weight of the consequences. And that's really impressive in these couple episodes.
Very true.
Absolutely.
What about yourself, John?
I mean, I always love being in the presence of MM. I just feel more comfortable in every situation when he's on screen. I'm a little worried for his drinking right now. But I mean, I echo everything you said. Kimiko is the one I've had the most like to get used to, just because of how strongly they commit immediately to the change. And
I thought it would be a little bit more of like an 11 learning to speak thing.
I did too.
Yeah.
And I felt like the second episode, we briefly touched on this. I think the second episode got me better acquainted to this, because they started mixing in the body language. Like, I don't know, sign language, especially if you rely on it for much or most of your communications for a long time. I have to feel like you see it in Frenchie, where he's partially signing even when he's speaking, because he's used to this. And so like the second episode, I was like, okay, finally some mannerisms that I'm used to from before to then marry with this new circumstance. And there are times where it's like she seems overcome by emotion, and maybe she can't get the words quite assembled when she can, the way she can when she's like super comfortable. So it's not like, it's weird. I don't begrudge them doing it, but it was the thing that I had to kind of wrap my head around the most, or get used to the most. But it's just nice to see the boys as a team for
as
reals
a team.
again. Yeah. And to see everybody, like, there have been moments in, especially like the mid-season, like the 3 and 4 seasons, where like I felt like I feel like we're wheel spinning with some of the characters, or we don't quite know what to do with Kimiko and Frenchie, or this or that. But right now it feels like everyone's got something pertinent, and I'm invested in the individuals, in the duos, and in the team.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, what they're doing with all of them is great, honestly. Every single one of them. Like, everything you said about Jack Quaid, I fully agree with. His arc has been incredible. I love going to the Freedom Camp and seeing him be the most level-headed one, and to be the leader of the three of them. The one who's actually... That's like such a strong level of character arc for him. And to see a more sober Frenchie after all the struggles, and to watch the flip happen where now it's MM, the one who's now an addict and is escaping, when he's always given Frenchie shit for that. We rely so much on MM to be the guy who is the level-headed one, the supportive one, the empowering one, the encouraging one. And now he's the most cynical one, and the most hopelessness one. it makes for a great like dynamic switcheroos to do for everyone. And then even watching what we're doing with Starlight, how she has become a lot more cold and stern, and everything she did not want to be, everything she was warned about who she would have to be, she is now becoming, from like Maeve and Butcher, anyone who's like crossed her path when she's tried to maintain her heart. But then that's like the role that Hughie has always held for her, is to be the heart that she can rely back on. So to have that year without Hughie makes more sense why she would be more detached, would be colder. And then even mirroring like Maeve's actions, like when Maeve would first go to her former lover, she was immediately going for like the sex right away. And then you see like Starlight's doing the same exact thing. You know, like, I mean, that's like a thing that people will use for comfort and outlet when they don't know how to just communicate. I understand. But it does seem like it mirrors what Maeve is doing, what Maeve was doing.
I also,
sorry, go.
I was just going to say the Starlighter thing, like hearing the name Starlighter be used as, you know, the freedom fighter and labeled terrorist, and depending on which side you're looking at, but also the weight of knowing people are being killed in your name. I cannot imagine, like, they're labeling these people you and killing them for it. Like, that would harden anyone. So I like that they're leaning into her being a bit willing to die as a means of martyrdom to escape the guilt of all of that, but also like she's not trying to kill herself. She's just she can't handle it, and that's understandable.
Well, and it's funny because what you mentioned about Hughie a minute ago made me realize like there's a lot of episode 1 hearkening across multiple seasons, because there's also like season 2, there's that whole bit about like it's Butcher's gone and Hughie's trying to lead, but he's not really finding the way to lead. And so, to watch that paid off there was pretty cool.
Ashley.
With the what's his name? Thomas Riddle. Who was the guy's name in the back of his head?
It's Professor Quirrell.
Yeah, the Quirrell head.
Yeah, fun, wild. I think that the weird, wacky power stuff has been pretty solid across the board so far. The worm guy, but like Ashley, I like the weird mystery of like, okay, so we get the sense that she can read minds, but we're also getting this peering into her internal narration. But I guess we're getting it selectively because she can't be talking out loud the whole time. But yeah, this idea that she's got a dual personality, or like another instance of herself growing out of herself plus telepathy is pretty fascinating. I think they'd make a good game. It's like I keep wondering if any one of these times could ever possibly be the time that Ashley does something that actually follows through and has the impact that she wants it to have. And I like her psyching herself up in the car and, setting that seed, for her to maybe make some kind of turn. But experience dictates I shouldn't be too optimistic. But Colby Minifie does a great job with this very tragic character.
Yeah. How you feel about Daveed Diggs, man?
It's so. I mean, there was a moment when he was talking, I heard clipping. Like there was, it's not like often because he's doing a thing, but like there was an intonation where I was like, it's cool to see guest stars that you feel fit the tone in the world. Like he feels like this makes sense, and I love that they can evolve from firecrackers to this Southern Baptist Performance Stadium
super church pastor guy,
like the Joel Osteen. What's his name? Is that his name?
Joel Osteen.
He's one of those, but like that to the scale of Soups. Like it's fun to see that sort of character. It's also interesting because like I'm wondering with our audience, like our comments, is it going to be like for Daredevil, for example, is a pretty clear parallel what they're doing. But since The Boys has done it longer, I'm wondering if they'll be the same people being like, well, it's not our world today. Like it is. And so with like the propagandizing of churches and like things that are happening in our reality, but like I'm always curious if since the show is so over the top, it's more palatable versus Daredevil, which is like a more traditional superhero show. Yeah. Like people in our comments are often like, it's not about that. And it's guys, it is. And like this show is like pretty clearly about some of the same stuff. But since this one has made it public, whether or not people accept it more.
Well, I mean, this show has attacked Christianity
from the jump
since the beginning. and
you notice the smartest person in the world knows that that's all make believe.
It doesn't. It's attacked religion, organized religion since the beginning, and how it can easily be politicized and weaponized in order to advance certain movements. So I I'm happy with what they're doing here, and I like the I like Daveed Diggs' presence. What was Homelander going through there? Like he's just having like a,
yeah,
he's having a real
moment of his mother.
That was like a character experience. I was like, I'm trying to really like grasp what's going on here with him in this moment.
There's so much full psychosis on that man's face.
Full guilt level that's going on. It was like obviously I'm not talking about the scene where he's talking with the A Train, but it was like what was happening in that when the speech was going on. Like,
when you heard Elizabeth Shue, I was like,
he was having a religious transcendence experience in that moment. Yeah,
it loses. Yeah, you lose the line because at first you're just like, I like that they explore the psychology of what villainy does to you, which is where that scene started for me. Which is like, oh, we're at this memorial for this guy I just murdered, but I have to act like I care and am sad, and in some ways maybe I am, but also then they do the voice modulation on Daveed Diggs, and you are like, is he like possessing the room somehow? Is he like, what is your power exactly? Because we don't get a good primer on what his power is supposed to be. So it did seem like some kind of actual religious experience was happening, but I couldn't tell if it was. It seemed like a uniquely Homelander thing.
Not everyone had a little glowing light and Mother's voice.
Yeah.
I loved it, man.
These 2 episodes are amongst the great,
I want to scan this QR code before we get
Yeah.
Right.
These 2 episodes are amongst the like why I love the boys stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing this time.
This definitely harkened back to it's like it has the audacity of later era boys, but it has like the storytelling finesse and the character stuff that I love the most. Yeah,
it's weird to say the heart, but it has the heart of the early boys.
Rewatching, I did start to realize like, man, the first couple of seasons I really love, and the second couple seasons have it takes you to teenagekicks.com.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, this makes me so happy as a reader of the comics.
Hell yeah. Let's do this.
Teenagekicks.com.
It's taking a minute to load. Well,
to be explored.
You can go explore it yourself.
Information or something.
Teenagekicks.com.
I'll tell you when you're older. I'll tell you when you're older. Go look it up.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. Any qualms? I don't have any qualms, honestly. I thought that was great.
I'm glad you guys said the same because I was like, am I just in love with this?
No,
that was great. That was great. This is amazing.
Again, having watched The Boys for a long time, and there's a lot I love about the show. As the show has gone on, I've been like, okay, I like this a lot, but I kind of get what it does, and sometimes the mean spirit's great on me. But this was like the perfect calibration of all the stuff that is audacious, but also that I love about The Boys.
Notes.
Yeah.
No notes. Absolutely loved it. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think will die this season? Calling Butcher, Deep, and Frenchie. Yeah, I'm going to call Frenchie.
I could see that being more emotional because we've seen a lot of dismembering of, like, Kamiko's been almost killed. I think it's going to hurt to see,
Yeah. All right.
We'll find out.
We'll find out
together.
See you guys.